안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to Friday's edition of the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-ah in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-trends, K-fashion, K-everything. And all of that together with our Friday co-host, Bella Kim. Hello, Bella.
Hi, So-ah, and hello to everyone joining us today. I'm here again to co-host, and as always, I'll share the latest K-entertainment news with you all.
And we are also joined by our Arirang News Features reporter, Eun-hee. Hello, Eun-hee.
Hi, Eun-hee.
Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Arirang's News Features reporter, Eun-hee.
So, Eun-hee, this week, Seoul is all about fashion because the 2025 Fall-Winter Fashion Week is bringing new trends and creative designs to the forefront. And you were there, so how was the event?
Yes, so the 2025 Fall-Winter Seoul Fashion Week is unveiling the latest trends, taking center stage at Dongdaemun Design Plaza, which is located in the heart of Seoul. And I was so happy to be able to attend the opening day, which once again served as a platform to explore Seoul's influence as a global fashion hub and also the growth of its influence in the fashion industry. So let's all take a look.
Want an exclusive first look at the hottest fall and winter fashion trends? Whether you're a trendsetter or just curious about what's next in the world of fashion, this week, Dongdaemun Design Plaza in Central Seoul is the place to be. The 2025 Fall-Winter Seoul Fashion Week kicked off on Wednesday, bringing together top designers, industry professionals, and fashion enthusiasts to showcase the boldest, most innovative styles of the season with the aim of elevating global interest in K-fashion. The opening show features Hannashin, a brand that says it constantly strives to balance glamour with sustainability. Technology is helping it do that.
One technology our brand has particularly embraced is 3D printing. The first dress you saw in the show, embellished with jewels, was created using the fused deposition modeling method. Another dress featuring stars was made using polyjet printing. By exploring how to integrate 3D printing into fashion, we've been able to create innovative and creative designs.
These 3D printing technologies allow vivid prints to be attached directly to textures in a sustainable manner, such as precise material usage and reducing waste. Designer Shin also hinted that one of this year's fashion trends highlights the use of new technologies to create cruelty-free alternatives to traditional fur, with many brands leading the way. Also, to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Seoul Fashion Week, the opening day featured the first ever Seoul Fashion Forum, bringing together global industry leaders. James Fallon, Chief Content Officer of Fairchild Media Group, a leading source of fashion news and analysis, shared insights on the global competitiveness of Korean designer brands. This year's Fall-Winter Seoul Fashion Week also hosts a trade show with over 130 fashion brands, offering a platform for interaction between brands and more than 300 domestic and international buyers, with the goal of securing contracts worth around 8 billion Korean won, or approximately over $6 million. The event highlights the latest trends with innovative presentations that mix fashion and the work of people from all around the world. Don't miss this exciting look at the future of fashion before it ends on February 9th.
This brings back memories because I was there at this exact same event that you went to, even of the same designer. So I really enjoyed the Fashion Week back then. But how did you enjoy it while covering it?
Well, especially I enjoyed this season, especially because one of my favorite stars was there.
Oh.
But I still managed to focus on the beautiful designs.
Who are we talking about?
Wow.
We saw a number of stars there.
Yeah, like I'm sure he appeared in my package a few times. His name is Dex. He's from Singles and Fairness in the Netflix series, and I recommend everyone to watch it if you didn't get the chance to.
But back to fashion.
Yeah,
Back to fashion, yes. I would be very, very difficult for me to, have someone very favorite of mine right in front of me and then, focusing on design. But great to hear that. But can we still go and enjoy this fashion show?
Yes, of course. Those fashionistas who gather at TDP during the event can still get the tickets, but each show only offers tickets on first-come, first-served basis starting 1 hour before the show. And between 10 and 20 tickets are available for each of the 16 fashion shows until Sunday, so it could be pretty competitive. However, all shows are being live-streamed on the official YouTube channel, giving fashion lovers worldwide the chance to experience everything from the blue carpet to the runway.
Now, Inni, when we think of fashion, I think of cities like New York, London, Milan, and which else do we have? We also have Paris, of course. But Seoul City is also trying to make the capital Seoul such a fashion hub, right? So are there any more details of the events that you can give that maybe will make the capital Seoul once a big fashion capital like in other countries that we have?
So that is exactly the goal of Seoul City, to elevate Seoul's fashion influence in the global stage. So this year, in addition to the trade show, the showroom tour is proceeded with 50 brands, giving international buyers a closer look at the designs. So this is actually something that started new since last season. They started to expand to include areas like Hongdae and Bukchon areas, offering a wider experience of Seoul's fashion scene. And also for 25 years now, Seoul Fashion Week has promoted the Korean fashion globally through strategic business initiatives and collaborations, helping the event to grow into a key player in the global scene.
Absolutely. The future of this fashion industry is very exciting, as every season brings new design, new trends. So it's very exciting to see those changes. And of course, we can soon look forward to the next one, which is 2026 spring-summer season that you will probably cover again and, fill us in with, right?
Yes, I hope so, and absolutely.
Well, we're going to look forward to that, and also your next stories that you're going to cover for us. Thank you very much, Inni, for that report.
Thank you, Inni.
Thank you.
And now time for some K-entertainment news with Bella Kim. Now, Bella, today we are going to start off with a familiar group, but maybe not really a familiar name.
That is right. So we are going to talk about NewJeans, but they are no longer NewJeans. They have chosen a new name to represent them, and it's NJG. The members have officially announced on their SNS as they uploaded a photo of them with NJG written on the top, and they also wrote that they will be get ready for an exciting journey with NJG in 2025. And their first event as NJG will be the Complex Live concert at the ComplexCon Hong Kong Festival that will take place from March 21st to 23rd at the Hong Kong Asia World Expo. And the specific date of NJG's performance have not been revealed yet.
So that's NJZ, right?
NJZ,
so
yes.
It's not as easy to pronounce as NewJeans, but we
NJG.
get it. It's kind of a short form of NewJeans, but NewJeans, we have to say in Korean if we say it in Korean.
So it's not totally new.
Exactly. But while we are on the topic of NJZ, are there any updates on the dispute with Adore?
Yes, there is an update. The first court hearing date for the ongoing legal dispute between NJZ and Adore has been scheduled for March 7th at the 50th Civil Division of the Seoul Central District Court. Now, this is the first court hearing after NJZ members announced the termination of their exclusive contract with Adore on November 28th of last year. Adore filed for the provisional injunction last month, accusing the members of severe breach of contract as they attempted to carry out independent activities. On the other hand, NJZ members have announced that they will not go back to Adore and will fight for the truth.
So please continue to keep us updated on that issue. And next, Bella, we have some unfortunate news that came out just a few hours before the show, right?
Yes. Korean tro singer Song Dae-kwan passed away this Friday at the age of 78. According to his family, he was transferred to the emergency room of Seoul National University Hospital at dawn on Friday as he complained about his poor condition. While getting treated, he suddenly died of a heart attack Friday morning, and it is known that Song had a chronic disease and had received surgery 3 times so far, but did not get better. Song Dae-kwan debuted in 1967 and has been called the Throat King, along with Taejina, Hyunchul, and Seoldo.
hearts with the family of Song Dae-kwan and also the fans. And I can imagine that the decades of music will still remain in the hearts of the fans. Now, our third story is about a singer who's also an actress. Who are we going to talk about?
We are going to be talking about former Miss A member and actress Suji. Suji is making her return as a singer with a new single. According to her agency, Suit Management, Suji will release a digital single titled Comeback on February 17th. Now, this marks Suji's first song in about 2 years, excluding OSTs, since the release of Cape in October 2022. Suji also announced her return on her Instagram, revealing the release date along with concept photos from the album. She starred in the film Wonderland last year and recently showcased her busking performances on KBS music variety show Moving Voices.
And in that show, you can really hear her beautiful voice because for a number of years, she was more an actress to me. But then seeing her again sing on those programs really wanted me to hear more of her songs.
It now kind of makes sense because it's kind of like the bridge to the new single that she's releasing, right? So it's kind of like a little sneak peek before the album. Maybe she had a
strategy there. Well, Bella, for our last story, we have a new film coming out soon.
Yes, we are going to be talking about the film It's Okay. It has confirmed its release date for February 26th. It was originally scheduled to be released on Christmas Eve of last year, but was delayed due to political turmoil here in Korea. The film It's Okay, starring 손석구, 진서연, and Ire, tells the story of individuals who struggle on their own but find solace in each other's company as they search for happiness.
So there was a delay, but it's okay.
Yes, there was a delay, but it's okay. It's coming soon.
Yes, it is. Well, thank you, Bella, for those interviews.
My pleasure.
And time now to turn to our AI anchor, Ari, for other culture-related news.
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. Asia's premier winter sports event, the Asian Winter Games, kicks off today in Harbin, the capital of China's Heilongjiang province. Athletes from 34 countries will gather for the opening ceremony tonight, launching a week of intense competition leading up to next Friday. South Korea has sent a 222-member delegation, aiming for an overall second-place finish. The team is targeting 6 gold medals in short track events, 2 in speed skating, and 1 each in alpine skiing, freestyle skiing, and curling. The Asian Winter Games returns after an 8-year hiatus. The Culture Ministry and the Korea Tourism Organization hosted a forum on AI and tourism in collaboration with the OECD on Thursday, organized to mark Korea's appointment as this year's chair of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation. The forum was held in Gyeongju, the host city of the upcoming APAC summit. Key participants included Second Vice Culture Minister Chang Mi-dan and OECD Tourism Committee Chair Sergio Guerrero. Discussion centered on the impact of AI on the tourism industry, strategies for adaptation, and ways to enhance Korea-OECD tourism cooperation. The Seoul International Sculpture Festa 2025 has officially opened. As Korea's largest sculpture exhibition and art fair, it showcases works by both emerging and established sculptors from Korea and around the world. Over 300 artists are participating this year, presenting individual displays as well as group exhibitions. Highlights include sections dedicated to young artists, Chinese youth sculptors, and corporate-sponsored works. The exhibition runs until this Sunday at COEX in Seoul. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more cultural updates and insightful discussions ahead.
Time for K-Correspondent. Today, we connect to Los Angeles, which is still suffering the aftermath of the recent wildfires. We will talk about the situation with Robert An, the president of the Korean American Federation of Los Angeles, which was quick to respond in its relief efforts for the community. Hello, Mr. An.
Hi, Mr. An.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Now, first off, the wildfires that ravaged Southern California since early last month and have killed 29 people have been fully contained as of roughly a week ago. But the aftermath, of course, continues to impact the area. So, Mr. An, how is the situation right now?
Well, fortunately, the fires have been contained, but now the long, arduous recovery process begins. Over the last few days, we also had significant rain, and the result of that has been mudslides, the water runoff, and we're dealing with environmental concerns, very serious environmental concerns right now. You can imagine all the pollutants, the contaminants that result from a massive fire of this size. And so many residents have not even been able to go back to their homes because of safety concerns. But the road to recovery, by some estimates, can take up to 10 years, beginning with clearing of the debris, which that in and of itself may take a year or more. And then we've got to go to the rebuilding process, which is going to take many, many years.
Well, usually during the fires, you would think that rain would be good news, but in the aftermath, it looks like weather conditions afterwards really do count a lot as well in the recovery efforts.
Definitely. And Los Angeles is actually home to the largest Korean community in the US. So we want to talk about the Korean community as well. How badly has Korean community or Korean people in Los Angeles have been affected by the fire? I know we've heard that former Major League Baseball pitcher Park Chan-wook's house has been destroyed. What are other some damages that has happened?
You know, the exact number of Korean American victims, it's still yet to be told. We think the numbers, we don't know exactly yet. But one thing I want to point out is beyond the actual homeowners, when we think of the victims, we think of primarily the homeowners that lost their homes. But the actual number of victims go beyond the homeowners. I'll give you an example. We met recently the owner of a dry cleaners whose business is solely reliant on the homeowners in the Pacific Palisades. So this particular dry cleaners was left unscathed. However, his entire customer base is gone. That entire neighborhood has been decimated. So the economic impact goes far beyond just the actual homeowners. And so we're still trying to ascertain how far and wide the impact goes.
Hearing from you, Mr. An, you really get to see that it is difficult to really grasp the situation of these individual people who are affected by this. It's not just the numbers of victims that we see in the daily news, but we also have some other losses to talk about, right, Bella?
There are also unfortunate cultural loss in the fire. Please tell us about some of the cultural losses that they've experienced in Los Angeles with the fire.
Yeah, so in addition to many, many schools, we also have some historic designated structures that were also impacted. Some of these homes that were built by notable architects that were also lost and forever perished in the fires. So we're dealing with those cultural losses as well, in addition to the everyday residences. And there are also some business impacts as well, but it's very widespread. You can imagine the size of the fire in the Palisades alone, they say is equal to twice the size of Manhattan in New York. So it's a huge amount of area that we lost and that was affected by the fires. So you can imagine we also had concurrently 4 to 5 different fires happening around the same time with wind gusts up to 100 miles per hour that was spreading embers over 5 miles. And so you can imagine the devastation and the destruction that occurred in a very short period of time.
Devastating indeed. But now let's turn to your community's efforts to help. The Korean American Federation of Los Angeles swiftly responded. Please tell us how.
Yeah, you know, we got in very early and we knew right away that the air quality was going to be an issue. So within the first 3 days, we were able to get donations and we were so grateful to the outpouring of support. We had phone calls from all over the country, even all over the world, including South Korea. We were able to get over 100,000 masks within the first 3 days, and we deployed those right away to our partners in the city and the county, irrespective of whether they're Korean or not. At that point, we're thinking like Angelenos. We're there to do our part to help our local community, our city, and our county.
Wow, great to hear those donations. And speaking of donations, I heard there's also individual donations and support that they've received from entrepreneurs in the community that are still continuing. What's your view on these donations?
Yeah, so in the beginning, we were working on relief supplies, but due to the outpouring support, the local cities and the county agencies are not able to accept more of these in-kind donations. So we've since pivoted to actual financial contributions and donations, and we've done a major fundraiser, and we're going to continue fundraising efforts until the end of March. And to date, I'm proud to report that the Korean American Federation, we have raised over $150,000. And the donations come in all kinds of sizes, from local church community groups, individuals, anyone that's willing to chip in. And they've been coming again from all parts of the country and around the world. So we're very grateful for the outpouring of support. It really means a lot to us here in Los Angeles, that to know that we are so supported, that we're being thought of around the world, and we greatly appreciate the support.
So, Mr. An, earlier you mentioned that really the recovery process is at its early stages, and it's going to take months or even years until everything goes back to where it has been before the wildfires. So you mentioned the fundraisers, the current program, it goes until March, you said. But is there any other way that we can support, maybe also here from South Korea?
Yeah, right now, the main source of support would be financial. Like I said, we're not able to accept and process in-kind donations at this time, emergency supplies, masks, blankets, things of that nature. We've been inundated with those types of donations. And so if anybody can help, it would be with financial contributions. You can reach us at info@kafla.org, info@kafla.org.
Mr. An, it looks like we have a technical glitch right now, but Mr. An, can you hear us now? Mr. An?
Hello?
Hello, okay.
Yes.
Oh, so yes,
hear
so we did get to hear the ways we can sponsor through these websites. So thank you for letting us know. And just one final question. Are there also any efforts in regards to any possible wildfires that could happen again in the near future? How would you prepare yourself for that?
Yeah, so, it's a little premature right now, but I think we definitely have to look back at the containment efforts, at the response from the fire department, from the city and the county. And we have to have a better understanding of how we can better contain future fires. Los Angeles, California in general, we have been susceptible to wildfires for many, many years now. So this really should not have come as a surprise. I think we definitely have to do a better job of preparation to make sure that in the future, if and when those fires occur, that we are much better prepared to deploy rapid responses to make sure that a fire of this size and magnitude does never happen again.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. An, for sharing and also for connecting with us during the difficult time that you, the community, and everyone affected by the wildfires must be coping with right now. So we sincerely wish the best for the remaining recovery efforts, and thank you again.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you, Bella, as always. We're going to see you back next week.
Yes, I'll see you back next Thursday.
And thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave. Have a pleasant weekend and join us again next week, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Korea time.